Buenos dias, all RGT85 here. Hope everyone is having a great morning. We got some fun video game stuff to talk about, but first we gotta talk about Twitter, because Twitter has been roasting me all morning, saying some very mean things about me, and I just no, I'm just kidding. It's Twitter, but I want to talk about this because I find it very ironic. I find a lot of this stuff very ironic, and we'll talk about why. If this is your first time here on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Hit that bell notification as well. Without any further ado, let's talk about what's going on in the world of video games and what's going on in the world of Twitter video games. So there's an account called YouTube Thumbnails over on Twitter. I will show you guys it right now. Here they are, just a collection of the most amazing and stupid thumbnails on YouTube admins followed. So I'm going to assume that I'm in the amazing category here, because here's the thumbnail that they used of me. And this is an amazing thumbnail. Like, look at this. The text looks just like the Grand Theft Auto text. I got a funny face here that's going to make people in, well, what's this face about? Why is he making this face? It was actually a stock photo that I used from another video. I don't even remember what video it was. But here's the thing here. I, of course, commented immediately because I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. But you look at all these people here. You look at all these people here. This is lazy. Me with women, just all this stuff here, all this stuff. Oh, dude couldn't even take 30 seconds to find the actual. No, I didn't. I didn't. Like, so many people here are just talking so bad. When grandpa learns the word woke, and just all of this stuff, all of this super negative stuff. And first off, they're basing it on the fact that I was being ironic with the word woke, because I knew that there was going to be so many YouTubers out there using the word woke with it, you know, the usual suspects who talk about things like that. So I wanted to be ironic. I wanted to be funny. I wanted it to be when people are looking for Grand Theft Auto 6 is becoming woke, they find my video and they think, oh, well, this person's just like me. This person thinks everything is woke. And then they watch the video and they quickly realize, no, that's not the case at all. That's not the case in my video whatsoever. I don't think it's going to be woke as long as the story itself is very good, and as long as they, you know, treat it like a Grand Theft Auto game. That was the whole point of that video. But it's amazing to me, because if you look at these Twitter accounts and stuff, I'm a very thick-skinned person. Okay, I don't care what people say about me. Maybe 5 or 6 years ago, you know, I would take it a little bit to heart, but you learn very quickly that the world is a cold place and you better bundle up. And I learned that, you know, I've always had that mentality. I thought maybe that the video game community would be a nicer place or something like that, but it's not. It's full of a bunch of jealous people and no-name anime icons that hide behind the anonymity of the internet, who just feel like they could say whatever they want. And that to me is the funniest thing, because if you look at some of these accounts, and I'm not going to single out individuals or stuff like that, because I'm above that, and I just think that's silly to do, because I don't want to send anyone unnecessary hate to their Twitter accounts or anything like that. But these are the same people that will get on whatever latest social activism, you know, thing is popular, and you know, they'll do all the stuff on there. They'll go after people who offend other people, but they are the most hypocritical people, because they will offend anyone that they don't like. They will go after anyone that they don't find interesting or they just hate. Like, how bizarre is it what Twitter has become? So to all of this, I say thank you, YouTube Thumbnails, for getting me out there. Thank you for the free promotion. I did, of course, comment on the tweet with some hearts. I even quote tweeted it and shared it as well. So if you want to go through some of the comments on there, be my guest. There's lots of great gems on there calling me a piece of shit and every other name under the sun. But just remember this. You know, this is something that you have to keep in mind. No one's going to talk shit about someone doing worse than them. You know, think about that. You're not going to talk shit about someone living, if you have a 2-bedroom apartment, you're not going to talk shit about someone who lives in a studio apartment, because you're doing better than them. Okay. Your life is obviously going a little bit better on a trajectory. Obviously that person from a studio apartment can do whatever they want and they can achieve success, and maybe that's what they want, but you're not going to talk about someone that's doing worse than you. So to everyone who's talked on here, everyone who said stupid shit on here, thank you. Thank you, because all you've done is you've shown me that I've done something decent with my life, and I'm going in the right direction. You constantly, if you're playing a video game and there's no enemies around, you're probably going the wrong way. Once you start finding the enemies, That's how you know you're going the right way. Thank you, YouTube thumbnails. I appreciate you. I love you. To everyone that was mean in the comments, suck my ass. And finally, to the video game portion of this video, we got some cool stuff to talk about. Pokemon Presents is coming this week. We've all been sort of wondering, is there going to be a Nintendo Direct anytime soon? I think it's going to happen in September. I think there's going to be an Indie World presentation probably towards the end of this month, that it being August. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. So cast some checks and get up. But yeah, so obviously stuff is going to start happening. We're getting into the second half of the video game year. There's still a lot of things that we don't know about. Still some announcements to be revealed and just some clarification on things. I mean, think about it. We really haven't seen much from God of War Ragnarok outside of like a 5-minute trailer. What is actually added into that game? What new locales are going to be in that? So there's a lot of mystery with video games. But Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet are, of course, the new entries in the mainline Pokemon franchise. And they've done a lot of different things. You know, they sort of shied away from the traditional Pokemon formula in more of a style of Pokemon Legends Arceus, which that game is freaking awesome. I loved that game. That game was so much fun. I haven't gone back and visited the DLC, but I put like 60 plus hours into that game over the course of like 4 days. Like, I absolutely enjoyed my time with that game because of the more open world aspect. Of course, Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, like I said, they're traditional mainline Pokemon games, but there's a lot of stuff that we have to learn about this, such as how is the open world actually going to work? Is it a true full open world like a Grand Theft Auto 6 style open world? Or is it more of just segmented areas like we saw in Legends Arceus? From everything that we've been told thus far, it seems like it's going to be a full-on open world. Now, I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan in the world anymore or anything like that. I'm not 13 anymore when I was diehard in love with the franchise and I would go over to Pecker Dupree's house in the morning and watch the Pokemon cartoon before school, but I do still enjoy the franchise, and I think that Legends Arceus was a step in like the right direction. This was something that really I felt could bring back people who were just tired of that formula that we had seen in every Pokemon game thus far. So I'm very excited to see what they're doing with Scarlet and Violet. I think this could be, you know, another bit of a turning point because they're obviously trying to go in a different direction with this. Now, beyond just Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I'm sure there will be other announcements of stuff as well. Maybe DLC for already released Pokemon games, some mobile stuff. Maybe there'll even be like a eShop only Nintendo Switch related Pokemon title because they like to do things like that as well. It seems like it's always a celebration of Pokemon when it comes to, no matter what year it is, there's a celebration for Pokemon. So I don't know. I'm excited for this. It happens on this upcoming Wednesday on August 3rd. It'll be airing at 9 a.m. Eastern time, so very early in the morning. And that's even crazier if you think about it, because that's 6 on the West Coast. Like, I feel bad for West Coast, you know, YouTubers, because they, what are they going to wake up at 6 a.m. to watch Pokemon? Like, that's good. We're going back to RGT in middle school, having to wake up at the ass crack of dawn to catch the latest Pokemon stuff. But let me know in the comments section down below what you are hoping to see from this presentation. Obviously, Scarlet and Violet are going to be there. What are you hopeful for as far as the gameplay is concerned? What do you expect there to be added into the gameplay? Are you going to miss the traditional style of Pokemon, or do you think that this is a step in the right direction? Because I definitely do. You know, it's time. There's enough classic Pokemon games to last you a lifetime if you want to play the classics. Let the series evolve. Let the series have this evolution of gameplay, an evolution of just how the game is actually working in the grand scheme of things. So let me know everything in the comments. Alrighty, so that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to let me know what you think of everything in the comments section down below. Was that an amazing thumbnail, or was it a bad thumbnail? I mean, I thought it was a pretty good thumbnail, and it just shows you how silly some people are. Like, watch the content, man. Like, at least click the video and watch it for a little bit so that you can clearly see I'm being tongue-in-cheek. You know, if I wanted to be serious, I probably would have put that G4 TV chick on there, because everyone likes to use that picture of her where she's like, or whatever. And of course, Pokemon. What are you expecting from this announcement? What do you hope to see? And do you think there'll be any surprises there? And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video, to the real ones. Thank you guys for coming by the stream yesterday. The stream was popping as hell yesterday. We had a bunch of fun on there. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the second channel. I'll have a link to it in the description box down below. The plan is to go live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday night after the Spawncast. I was just tired as shit. on Saturday night, so I slept. I didn't feel all that great. I slept, and we did the stream Sunday, and it was phenomenal. So thank you guys so much for that. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. I'm going to cry because Twitter made fun of me. Later.